Hello everyone, this is Crota coming at you, giving you game number 6 in the series. Coolxian versus Darken. Night Elf versus Undead. So far, Night Elf has a 3-2 lead, and if you guys do follow me and are subscribed to me, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Subscribers definitely help. Also, don't forget to thumbs up the videos throughout this series, as this series I think has just been a really great series to watch. And the more positive ratings, well, the higher it will show up on search ratings. Also, if you guys are following me regularly, you guys know that there was a day delay between casting game number 5 and game number 6. Well, hopefully that was a little bit of an anti-spoiler for you. I really, in all honesty, got a little bit too tired yesterday and couldn't do what I wanted to do. Anyways, let's take a look at this back over here. Ghoul taking a fair bit of damage now, down to 105 hit points, and still taking some damage there, down to 70 hit points. Beautifully done by the archer there, as we are now looking at this Ancient of War attempting to aggro this creep camp. However, Coolxian is going to have a little bit of a more difficult time, since the Death Knight will be racing towards this area over here, and that could mean a bit of disruption in this early creep pattern. Coolxian does get a Demon Hunter again, and let's see if the Death Knight will be able to get some experience. No experience just quite yet. There was, I believe, a detonation, as the Demon Hunter now extremely close to level 2. Meanwhile, the Death Knight is getting some easy damage onto a poor archer there, as the Demon Hunter runs after the chase. Now, Death Knight versus Demon Hunter in a one-on-one matchup just with your weapons. Well, my money is on the Demon Hunter, who does a bit more damage per attack and also has a little bit more armor, even though he has less hit points. I believe he also attacks faster. Average attack speed compared to a fast attack speed. So yeah, hits harder, hits faster, and is protected from more damage. The only thing he loses is a slight disadvantage in overall hit points. 575 versus 675, so I guess it's not really that slight, but in the grand scheme of things, we'll see how all this is going to go. Demon Hunter now doing a little bit of chasing, attempting to take down some of these units. Archer now going to be in trouble. No, another detonation comes in. Archer beautifully stays alive once more, as the Death Knight is now going to be forced to fight back a sea of ghouls inside his own base. Now, he probably wishes that he did not use all of that Moonwell just for those archers. Now going to be in a little bit of trouble, as the archers are running for the hills, so to speak. Demon Hunter now going after a ghoul here. Meanwhile, down over here, Ancient of War still cranking out archers. And I like this play by Coolxian. Oftentimes you see a lot of Night Elf players not reroute that Ancient of War, but Coolxian kept his composure, rerouted the Ancient of War, and kept up with the archer production. That does mean that archers could start to spell a little bit of a problem later on. Oh, Troll Shadow Priest was taken out. There isn't a double abolish magic all the way, giving the Demon Hunter almost level 2. No, gave the Demon Hunter level 2 after clearing out the top. So mana burn may definitely be in the cards now. Troll Shadow Priest in a little bit of hurt, needs to run all the way back. Demon Hunter, oh, may get a free ghoul here since it is slowed. Demon Hunter, is he going to be able to finish it off? Let's take a look at that. It may end up being denied. No, it is not. Well, I don't believe it's denied. Death Knight picks up a Ring of Regeneration, a very useful item, making him very difficult to take out in the early stages of this game. Demon Hunter, oh, beautiful surround up against the bushes. Darken with a beautiful play right here, now attempting to try and finish off a ghoul or two, and now not able to do that. All right, there is an abolish magic again, and now the Demon Hunter needs to get healed. Is he going to get healed? That is the big million-dollar question, and it looks like he will have a safe run all the way back home. Drink some Moonwell juice, and, well, just feel all of the sores, all of the troubles of the day relax off of him. All right, talk about a good energy drink right there. Moonwell juice, being able to take away all of your troubles, all of your sores from the day, refresh your mind energy as well. Start to break on some FDA rules, I am sure, but the Demon Hunter doesn't care. Death Knight, now sitting at level 2, is going to have that all-important Death Coil going into the upcoming fights. You saw a number of ghouls which would have been saved if Death Coil was available, just like that. 200 quick hit point heal. But with the Panda now out, huffing and puffing and blowing the ghouls down, this could be a very bad day. Panda gets the experience, 92 experience off of 1 breath of fire. Thank you for all your hard work. I'm just going to blow you over. Now, what's going to be happening next? Archers, Troll, Shadow Priest. This is a very interesting strategy here as we're now going into the Ancients of Lore. I am surprised to see the number of archers that were coming out from Coolxian. Even though the unit composition does look very similar, the subtle eye will tell you that the archers, the just sheer number of archers, 4 archers out over here, and that is a lot more than you would normally see from a Demon Hunter rush right there. Instead of cutting corners to try and just creep with that Ancient of War, he's using those archers much more defensively against any sort of ghouls. As you can take a look right here, Demon Hunter chasing after that Troll Berserker. Troll Berserker trying to get away. Is it gonna be able to get away? That is the big question there. Wow, that's slow, causing a bit of problems there. Now rushing back over there. Finishes off level 3 now on the Demon Hunter. That one Nerubian tower just out of range. Panda looking to finish things off over here. Ogre Magi is left level 2 now on the Panda. Is he gonna pick up? Yes, Ring of Protection. Well, a useful item, but really not going to be that powerful on the Panda. Then again, adding 2 armor to an 800 hit point unit is effectively giving it an additional 160 hit points. Now that Panda and that Demon Hunter, both of them will need Orb of Venoms now that we spotted the gargoyles that are out. However, a gargoyle is going to be very, very troublesome in an upcoming fight. Demon Hunter may be forced to use a Scroll Account Portal. Oh, no, wait. How was he able to escape that? I am not 100% sure, but escape he did, down to 167 hit points, but still able to continue the fight. All right, Demon Hunter now making its way off to the north, getting in some extra damage onto that poor ghoul. Ghoul now down to 102 hit points. He will be able to stick around and stay alive still. Off to the north, there is a ping for absolutely no reason. Demon Hunter trying to perhaps get another mana burn off onto more units. Oh, that is a lot of damage to be had. Death Knight running around the corner. It looks like the Death Knight would have been able to finish him off had he had the mana, but no mana. And, well, not having enough mana is essentially being a day late and $1 short at really getting a big advantage there. Now, let's take a look at what's happening back over here. Panda now sitting off at level 3, and that Panda's Breath of Fire is really gonna force these gargoyles to think twice. The problem with gargoyles is, just like hippogriffs, they tend to group together. So any sort of effect that is, excuse me one moment. All right, just had to answer the door real fast. Let's go ahead and come back into this. Demon Hunter now running back off over here. You're going to see them try and clear out this bottom left-hand side of the map. Death Knight and Lich coming across here. Unholy Aura moving the army very, very quickly around the map now, as the Lich with that Orb of Corruption should be able to apply that -5 debuff. Yeah, that focus fire from those gargoyles with a -4 or -5 armor debuff is very, very fast as we pick up a Scroll of the Beast. That is not the item he was really looking for, perhaps hoping for a Potion of Invulnerability, Potion of Healing. But then again, Scroll of the Beast on a tightly grouped units such as these gargoyles may be able to tip the scales. Right now, Coolxian using his Dryads and those archers to really fend off the attack there. And with the sheer number of Dryads and their slow poison, this may actually be a very, very problematic situation. Mana burn now onto that Lich. Lich being forced to try and run back once again. Demon Hunter now running back down to the south as the Death Knight is going to be escaping. All right, let's take a look back over here. Panda perhaps going to try and intercept some of these gargoyles. Now, there is one Ancient Protector off over here. Perhaps if it was standing right here, it would be able to protect even more and prevent those gargoyles from easily reaching the bottom side of the map. Tree of Life in big danger, but there is a shade nearby, and the Dryads are going to be able to catch some of those gargoyles. Gargoyle now moving very, very slowly. Is the slow poison going to be enough? 1, 2, 3, 4 shots? No, another 2 shots would have been enough. Gargoyle, however, is going to just rest off over here. Maybe should go into gargoyle form off to the side to try and heal again. Meanwhile, back in the center, Demon Hunter, I guess, mana burning the Death Knight and the Lich, keeping their mana in check, trading 50 mana for 100. Always very, very useful here as the Demon Hunter gets a little bit held up there. All right, Wisp are going to be in a little bit of an issue here. Demon Hunter now off to the side. Are we going to perhaps see some mana burns? No mana burns. Oh, there's a mana burn down to 70 or down to 0 now after a 72-point mana burn. Demon Hunter trying to catch up to that Lich. Lich is just not quite fast enough. The Death Knight, however, could be getting some easy shots off onto the Lich as well, or perhaps even trying to transfer an item there. Oh, there is a double back around, and it looks like the Lich is going to get taken out, and with that, another hero gone. It looks like Coolxian is going to be able to continue to build on this lead. Economic advantage, check. Economic advantage, check. Supply advantage, check. Hero advantage, check. He has the full trifecta, and all he needs to do is not make a critical mistake. It is pretty much his game to lose now. As long as he doesn't make a mistake, he should be able to ride, continue to press his advantage, and then come out on top. You can take a look now. We're sitting at about 400 gold and continuing to rise, grabbing in some additional buildings as well to make sure, just to make sure that he doesn't go into low supply count, and offering a couple of Ancient Protectors to protect against all of these units. Death Knight now making its way back down. Lich now making its way back down over here. There is a Wisp hiding here. It will be able to spot whether or not a haunted gold mine is going to be happening, as we are now looking at a boneyard and a sacrificial pit and boneyard. So far, no frost worms have been spotted. You can take a look over here. Gargoyles are all ready to go. And finishing off a lot of the units, you can see Sacrificial Skull, Skull of the Beast, Scroll of Healing, all very powerful items, but it doesn't really feel like the Lich has that big of an advantage. Oh, Manual of Health being left behind, I thought so. Not taking the time to read a good book. If a unit is not able to escape, I am just automatically going to say, hey, if he had 50 extra hit points, he would have made that escape. Back over here, Haunted Goldmine, Ziggurats. Long-term game definitely in play. Demon Hunter, spots the Manual of Health. Well, what does that mean? It means if you read your tomes, you may win your games. Demon Hunter going to finish off a Ziggurat over here and take them down before they are going to be completed. Ensnare now onto a couple of Gargoyles off over here, as we are looking at low upkeep for Coolxian. What does that mean? It means only a 40% increase on gold over his opponent. His opponent still sitting at no upkeep, hence he is harvesting about 10 gold a second compared to his opponent's 14. Now, Gargoyle is going to get picked out of the sky very, very easily. Caught in transit once more. That is not going to be good at all. And I think, and I'm pretty sure that Darken is just letting his nerves get the better of him at this point. The Demon Hunter, Coolxian, he's been playing a very, very unorthodox strategy every time, every way. And it really does take a toll playing 6 games in a row and playing at such a high competitive level. He never knows what his opponent is going to be doing, and this time he decided to go with the traditional Demon Hunter archers. Even though there are more archers than normal, it still is having a little bit of an effect on the long-term mind game. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter off over here, he's going to try and, well, he does not need to stop an expansion because it has not yet been started. As we see an Acolyte now in a little bit of trouble. Frost Nova, Death Coil. Demon Hunter trying to get over here to this Acolyte, take him down. Acolyte already down to 22 hit points, and it does get taken down there. Death Coil a little bit late. Demon Hunter using a potion of invulnerability should be able to run away, but that, I believe, is only a 7-second invulnerability. There's the mana burn. Very important mana burn, down to 19 hit points, and the Death Knight is trying to catch up to these units. All right, Demon Hunter somehow positions his Dryads and hides behind all of his Dryads there. Demon Hunter now stabbed a Preservation home. Gonna be able to fight back here. All those Gargoyles do not want to deal with any of that, as the Demon Hunter just kind of laughs it off. Coolxian has pretty much had everything go his way throughout this matchup, or at least in game number 6 here, as he should be able to prevent this expansion once more. We are now sitting at 60 over 60 supply from Coolxian. Off over here on the top left, you can see that the main bases still have plenty of gold left in them. What is that? About 7 minutes left. I don't even think the game will go to a full 7 minutes. If it does, the Demon Hunter is going to be in serious or sorry, the Demon Hunter is going to be in a seriously good position unless an expansion is coming into play. So far, the Gargoyle is still wandering around every which corner of the map. Dryads constantly been able to spot them. And this is one of those instances where I wish we saw at least one Hippogriff. Hippogriff's very, very effective at dealing with some of these units. All right, it takes a look like, it looks like, wow, can't even say that straight. It looks like a Gargoyle will get picked off here as we now see back off to the north. Demon Hunter teleported all the way back home. Now trying to fight back against the Undead army here. There is a Hippogriff now coming in. And are those Hippogriffs going to be able to win out on this fight? That is the big, big question there. One Hippogriff death coiled, or getting death coiled down there as we are now continuing to see more poking around. The Hippogriff could have or almost hit that Frostworm, but Frost Armor plus 3 additional armor already at 6, 3-1 upgrades, and that is some very, very high magic damage, meaning that we are not going to be looking at any bears. It looks like it's going to be, oh no, wait, never mind. Bears are now being added, and I am curious about that. I guess we have enough Dryads, or he feels he has enough Dryads to warrant the bears. Meanwhile, Hippogriff after Hippogriff after Hippogriff is being added here. Not quite sure why the Dryads killed that archer. You still had plenty of supply to give to stay in low upkeep. Archers now wanting to use their abilities and their arrows to take down some of these gargoyles. 1 Frostworm, 3-0 upgrades. Very, very effective damage here in just a second. Meanwhile, we can take a look back in the center. Mastery training already for those bears. Hippogriffs are ready to go. Dryads are now ready to go. And it looks like the upcoming fight is going to be the final fight. Let's take a look at the army sizes. 72 over 80 compared to 49 over 60. Yeah, 49 over 60, 72 over 80. No need to be a math major there, as I always say. 72 significantly larger than 49, and unless the Death Knight is able to pick off some very, very big units in a fight just completely out of position, I cannot see how the Undead is going to be able to come back any further. Panda with Breath of Fire as well should be able to Breath of Fire down those units extremely fast. If those gargoyles end up catching the wrong end of a Breath of Fire, that is going to be pretty much instantaneous death. Dryads, Hippogriffs now making their way off to the north here. Are they going to be able to catch something? That is the big question here, as we can see Wisp now getting detonation onto a Death Knight. Lich a little bit low on mana. Gargoyles now walking in as well, and this is going to be the big fight. All right, Dryads looking to finish off some units there, get some easy units already, and now looking to finish off more. You can see the piercing damage affecting the Dryads. Demon Hunter now arrives to the party. Breath of Fire across multiple Ziggurats here, as more and more Breaths of Fire may come into play, taking down multiple Ziggurats here, or maybe even the Acolytes. Demon Hunter also coming over as well. It is now turning into a base race, as the Tree of Eternity looks like it is going to end up getting taken down. It does have fortified armor. That is the one thing going for it, meaning that it doesn't lose hit points nearly as fast as, say, Black Citadel. The Black Citadel has a lot of units repairing it, but it still may not be enough. The Panda is all right here. Surround. Are we going to see a Breath of Fire? No Breath of Fire at all, as the the gargoyles quickly go back in the ground for it and then jump back up. There you have it. No Tree of Eternity. That's going to take quite some time to rebuild again. Meanwhile, 2,000 gold is all that is left off over here, as we are now looking at where exactly all those workers went. It doesn't look like the workers are anywhere. Workers may have been taken out already, as we now see a Tree of Life expansion over here to the bottom right. Coolxian looking very strong coming into this final fight. His supply count 77 over 70, 46 over 70, about a 30 supply difference. 15 gargoyles, 15 ghouls, 3 heroes. That is all a 15 supply difference, and that really shows how far off we are from where Darken needs to be. Big fight now happening over here. Hippogriffs get hit with a Frost Nova, but a quick Breath of Fire counteracts it, only to see the gargoyles going into ground form and then jumping back into the air. Dryads now looking to finish off a handful of units here. It looks like the Lich is going to end up getting taken down. Death Knight does not have enough for a Death Coil. Gargoyles now coming over here, as Darken does give the GG. and Coolxian easily takes game number 3. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.